It's honestly worked out well because it's better than a little tiny like motel room.
Way better.
We have a lot of guys and a lot of gear.
Lots of gear.
We got bunk beds.
We got bunk beds.
We slept on
Logan was
bunk
on the
beds.
top bunk.
I did get top bunk.
We came into town last night because we needed to put Trevor's bowl somewhere in a freezer. We really needed to shower ourselves. We needed to get something hot into our bellies, and we needed to recharge some batteries.
And by recharge batteries, you mean our personal batteries?
Literally and
all the
figuratively,
batteries.
all the batteries.
All the
But
batteries.
we came in here and there's like 3 or 4 hotels. Every single hotel was jam-packed, full.
Likely with hunters.
Likely with hunters. And so we're sitting at dinner last night wondering what the heck we're going to do. And Logan comes through clutch and finds us an Airbnb.
By the way, which is one of only 2 in the entire county.
Yeah. And we got one of them locked down. So we got here, we got all of our batteries charged, got a good night's rest, washed some clothes, washed our bodies. Did you ever shower?
I showered. I don't know.
Yeah.
A good night's rest is kind of like I slept on this bed, but I didn't get to sleep till 12:20 in the morning. He was snoring.
Which is I don't snore ever. It's usually everyone else. So
And
that was awesome
A
to
finger
hear.
tweet going on here.
And
that was
Logie
great.
Bear's phone just kept going off with
The
I don't
clown
know
ring.
The
what
clown
the-
horn.
like like that.
It's not that bad, guys.
Horn.
So anyways, here we sit. We're going to go grab some breakfast. Trevor's going to put his bowl. They're going to let Trevor hang his bowl for a few days. And then we're going to get back out on the mountain for 2.5 days. Try to get 2 bulls killed. These 2 right here. Those 2. Right.
Those two.
Let's make it happen. It's September 18th. Thanks for following along.
Oh my freaking gosh, this freaking short giant!
Whoa. Out with the old, in with the new. Favorite thing to do when you get home, right? Clean your cooler. This needs to be washed. Let's set that aside. Let's see what else we got in here. Looks like everything. Nope, we still got ice. Holy crap. There's still ice in here. That's good. I got some cold peaches, some cold bananas for my protein smoothie, some cold fruit. Sausage is still good, bacon is still good. Just spending my morning kind of getting ready for the next trip back out to elk camp. Swapping out the cooler is going to be the first chore. I got some fresh ice. 2 blocks. This is how I've been doing it lately in the Yeti, is 2 blocks, 1 10-pound of crushed. The block ice seems to last the longest, so I always get a couple blocks, at least 1 crushed bag that you can kind of spread out. That's what I've been doing today. It's September 18th. And it's time to get ready so I can go back on the mountain. Today, I'm just gonna be running errands. I was gonna try to get out of here for the evening hunt, but I have some really bad news. Let me show you guys. So this is my little outdoor tent that typically stores a bunch of my stuff. Clearly that thing is rotted and ripped open. That's not gonna work. Got some Camp Chef stuff up there that we need to cover. It looks like I'll be spending part of my afternoon putting this stuff in the garage. I don't think I'm gonna make it out of here before the evening hunt. Laundry time, guys. It's like every time I come home, I need food, I need clean clothes. These pants, I missed my belt last week. My pants were falling off me the whole hike, driving me nuts. First Light and Hoof It socks. Well, it's definitely not looking good for me to make the evening hunt, so I'm just gonna stay home and I'll probably leave tomorrow morning, but I do want to get there for first light to do the morning hunt. But check this out, guys. I just vacuum sealed a bunch of marinated elk meat. It's already got some Montreal steak seasoning and some spadelle in there, mixed with a little bit of olive oil. This has been my favorite meal lately, is salmon. So it's marinated in teriyaki and a little bit of soy sauce. I decided to vacuum seal them real quick. That way I can just throw them in the Yeti, keep them nice and cool, and not have to worry about, like, you know, throwing in a game bag and having blood and everything run all over. So that sure makes it nice and convenient. We're gonna be eating good at elk camp.
Touching me, touching you, sweet Caroline. Bum, bum, bum. Let's go find a bull elk.
He likes to sing.
What's going on?
We finally got all of our stuff loaded in the trucks, and we were headed to a new area about 3 hours away from here, I guess. We just got a waypoint dropped on our Onyx, and we're gonna head there and go try to find an elk. So we only have 2.5 days to do it.
All right, guys, here's the update. We are headed to a new area. We are still driving currently. It's been about 3 hours. But fortunately, we've been given 2 different shared waypoints on our Onyx by a couple guys of areas to go try. The first sounds like it's could be good. There's elk in there. And the guy that told us about it said there aren't too many grizzlies or shouldn't be grizzlies in there. I'm all for that. Second area, a lot of elk. This is like super secret spot. A guy sent us a pin. We were sworn to secrecy that we'd never tell or show any of the ridge tops to give this spot away. We agreed, but he did say the one thing is there are a lot of grizzlies in this area. So what do we do? For me, I grew up hunting in grizzly country. Had a few little encounters, nothing serious, but it definitely weighs heavy on my mind now. And I actually quit hunting that area just because I didn't feel like I was an efficient hunter. I was always more worried about a grizzly than I was about trying to find it and call an elk. And so, you know, Brian called the local biologist in this area that's on the grizzly bear team, and he said that they did fly the second area that we were thinking of going to a couple weeks ago, and there were definitely 2 different sows with cubs in this area. But what he said was, it is Montana, and we told him about the other area, but what he said is, I treat the state of Montana as a whole. There are grizzly bears everywhere, in his opinion. And so it doesn't matter where he hunts, he is always smart about food stashes, making noise, just not being dumb, basically. And hunting in groups, which we are. We'll be with 5 of us today. But what would you guys do? Would you hunt in an area that has less elk and a probable a less amount of grizzly bears, or would you hunt in the secret spot with lots of elk and lots more grizzly bears? Let us know.
I don't know a lot about bears. Have not experienced any situations where I've even seen one in the wild. I'm kind of okay if I don't see one in the wild, particularly in the next few days. But I called Ryan Callaghan from First Lite. If you have seen him on the Meat Eater TV show ever with Steve Ranella, he had a pretty famous line where he talked, they had a bear encounter in Alaska. Said, "Smell us now, lady." That one has been very popular over the years as a phrase he coined. But Callis just said that, you know, don't really use the lost calf, cow calls, obviously be in big groups. But his big tip is if you see any sort of fresh grizzly bear sign, get out. That's probably the #1 thing that can keep you safe. And so for us, in a big group, we just need to be super bear aware, our heads on the swivel. If we do get one down, we were gonna need to break down that animal quickly and get it out. And then, you know, likelihood of a grizzly bear on a carcass, very high in these areas. And so just being super safe and cautious. It sucks to have to think about when you're going elk hunting. And to Casey's point earlier,
Is that a bomb?
sorry, that's our inverter as we're trying to charge batteries. It just kind of lingers in your head. Maybe it makes you a little less efficient as an elk hunter, I don't know. But regardless, we got to pick one of these spots. We have 2 days left to try to kill an elk. One for myself, and hopefully even one for Cody. I think he's going to pick up a bow. Ty had to head out, go back home, so we're down to 5. But yeah, what would you do? Please let us know in the comments. Hunt in grizzlies and just roll with it and be careful? Or go to a place with maybe less elk and potentially less bears? Tough call.
Send help. Fast.
We've been at this initial spot. A pin that Ty shared with us. for approximately 8.5 minutes. And we are packing up and leaving.
Ty, we love you. It's not that you gave us a bad spot. We just found a better spot.
It's not that it's you, but it's you.
It's you.
Sorry, Ty. We appreciate the share of the Onyx Waypoint. We genuinely appreciate it.
Yeah.
But we only have literally like 2 days barely left.
Not even 2 days. We
kind
basically have a day.
We're gonna move to this other spot. We're gonna pack in tomorrow, stay overnight, come out after the morning hunt Thursday. So off to hunt with grizzly bears. How do we feel about that, Trev?
I feel great.
The old joke is you don't have to be faster than the bear, just be faster than your slowest buddy.
So we have a race?
I bet.
Cut to foot race right now.
bet.
I think I can outrun, not speed-wise, but distance.
What about with a knife stuck in your leg?
Oh, so the knife's not for the bear.
What's the quote I told you earlier this week?
The best part about it is I'm the fastest in the bear spray. I'm going to spray all these guys and then run. So,
Not only did I succeed, it's that my friends fail.
fail.
Knife in the leg, I'm running, you're losing, getting eaten. We're all safe.
I bet
Besides Trev.
I bet I could beat you with a knife in my leg.
I bet you couldn't.
Femoral?
Do you guys
Upper
want to leg
femoral?
wrestle?
Leg wrestle again? Cut to clip of last year on the landing.
Now that's unfair. You slow played me.
I've been training all year.
You slow played me.
We did a lot of research. Logan and Casey were deep into grizzly bear attack videos. Trevor was doing a lot of research on historical trends of bear attacks, and we determined that very few grizzly bear attacks happen in a tent at night. Most happen during the day when people just bump into them in thick cover, and they just don't have time to separate themselves. So
we're only going to hunt at night. That is
from our tent.
Seems like a solution. From the tent.
Yeah.
Hunt at night from the tent.
I think you could shoot a broadhead right through those tents. Maybe
bump.
not Logan's though, because this is kind of heavy plastic.
Pretty much made out of garbage bags.
It's not even fit for a Goodwill.
Yeah.
So
anyways, we're gonna pack up the truck, head to the new spot, get a lay of the land tonight, do a little glassing in the morning. We're gonna take off first thing, go kill 2 elk. Not have any problems with bears.
Did you say coquille?
Kill bears.
Go kill.
Take your hat off.
Take your hat off. All right, let's go. It's cold up here, man.
So this is a neat little spot. Lots of elk. Sweet.
Hey, Casey, what's
Tripod.
really funny is I have to bend down to look at them.
Finally found a 6-point.
Yeah.
Can you move there, Luggy?
There's a herd that just I knew there was gonna be a herd up there. Just kind of started creeping out of the timber as we're losing light here. But there's several other satellite bulls kind of lingering in the zone. And Big Boy just popped out.
He's not there yet.
Shooter, Trev?
One,
I always like to have Casey look at it because his eyes are phenomenally better than mine.
Than mine?
And yeah, probably yours too.
Thanks a
Casey's
lot.
eyes are great.
Thanks a lot, bud.
I wish I would have brought my moon boots instead of just my Ninja Turtle shoes.
Can you move?
By the way, guys, we are selling Hoofit socks on our website, and they are absolutely awesome socks. Super comfy. I'm hiking them tomorrow.
Good bull. Good bull.
Would much rather be hunting elk right now, but I went and bought myself a new tarp, 20 by 20. It says it's the best. We'll see about that. Got some string. Dad's here to help. I don't own the carport. I just rent this house, and the owner, I don't know if he wants to get a new tent on the outside. They're pretty expensive. So I'm just gonna throw this on top, and that's what we're doing for right now. Get this thing out of here. 20 by 20. That ought to fit. Give these guys your hunt update, Dad. What's the deal? How's your hunt?
Update.
Yeah.
No hunting going on yet. Nobody's talking to us in the mountains.
My dad's buddy's got a really good elk tag. Premium Wasatch. And they're also having a really, really slow hunt. So it's definitely not just where we're at.
You got that fire too at Mount Nebo.
Yeah, and we have that wildfire tearing up the whole place, huh?
Yeah, it's a strawberry just nothing but smoke up there.
Mm-hmm.
Then it's across the road on Highway 6 going up Diamond Fork and Sheep Creek. And they hope they don't get over in Cobble Creek. There's a lot of housing and stuff over there.
Fires have been bad this year. I've seen a lot of people on social media complaining about the fires, making their hunts really tough. Some people demanding a refund from the state. I don't even have an opinion on that. I haven't really thought about it. All right, it's dark now. Last light, we got the tarp on there. What'd you call it, Dad? My redneck garage?
Yeah.
We have a roof. There it is, big old blur. Well, we had a porch light. So there it is. It's a 20 by 20. This thing almost touches the ground. I would imagine it's cheaper than buying a whole new replaceable canopy. It'd be $200 or $300 to replace the whole thing. That'll work. Thanks, Dad.
You're welcome, son.
All right, guys, it's getting late, 10:45 p.m. I got to get to bed because I think I'm going to wake up around 2:30 a.m. and head up to elk camp and try to get a really early start on the morning hunt. So if I wake up at 2:30, I'll be in the area just around 6. So tomorrow I won't be out there super early, but I'll definitely be out there early enough to get in a morning hunt, and that's what I'm excited about. I'm just going to be running solo in the morning, and I think Jordan Harbertson is going to come meet me up in the afternoon, and then Bridget will, of course, be out there Thursday night. So that's it, guys. Another long day of just kind of running errands, doing chores, and getting work done. My truck is loaded. The Yeti cooler's loaded with the food that I got ready. I got to get to bed now. See you guys bright and early in the morning. And wish me luck tomorrow.
Guys, we finally got service. And we all got to talk to our wives, which is important to do as much as possible. And as you guys know, I have 4 children and a beautiful wife at home. And with 4 children comes a lot of stress. And my wife has been stressed out the last few days. We've been gone for, what, 6 days now?
Yeah.
That's a lot for anybody to embark in, to take care of 4 kids by yourself and getting them here and there. And my wife has a full-time job doing YouTube. She makes videos. She's amazing. So every once in a while, I've got to send something to her, like some flowers, just to let her know I'm thinking of her and that she is amazing. Today's that day. So I'm glad we have service. We're literally on top of a giant mountain at 9,600 feet, 9,700 feet. And I'm sending flowers. I love the internet. Honestly, like, our wives are the only reason that we're allowed to do what we do and that we're successful at it, because if you don't have support at home, none of this can happen. And it's a big task. Even like Brian, they don't have children, but Corey does a lot. She has a full-time job traveling all over, and they do have a fur puppy, a child.
He's a child, for
and
sure.
It's just put yourself in their shoes for 10 days here, 10 days there. Like, I don't know if I could take care of 4 children for 10 days by myself.
It would be hard.
It would be very hard.
With our schedules, it kind of, I mean, growing up, there was always a definitive hunting season. It was generally around September 1st and kind of ended about September 30th. A little bird hunting in October. But anymore, it seems to be kind of a full-time calendar of stuff that we do, from fishing to hunting to trade shows to expos to you name it. And when you're gone a lot, all of you can relate if you have children or if you have families or even girlfriends or boyfriends, whatever, significant others that you maybe live with. It can be challenging. So Casey scored some pretty big points when we were in Oregon. He randomly sent a package, a surprise package of flowers to his wife, and I pre-bought a massage that my wife had scheduled, unbeknownst to her. So those little tiny things go a long ways when you're 5 to 6 days into a trip. And things at home might be a little bit difficult. Maybe the kids are acting up. Maybe work isn't going great. So just a little suggestion. If you're going to be gone for more than a couple days, do something completely out of the ordinary. Surprise your significant other with something nice. It is truly the thought that counts, and no doubt about it, they will appreciate the heck out of it. And you might get a couple extra days of hunting in.
My dad would go and hunt. He was a big archery elk hunter, and he'd be gone. He'd use a lot of his vacation in September and be gone 10 days. And my mom, I mean, we had 4 siblings growing up, the same as what I have, but it was hard. She was running me to baseball, my brother's to football, like all these things, and she'd like, you know, by the end of the trip, she was ready for my dad to be home. Well, I remember very specifically when I started to go with him, and that was at a younger age, it was a little easier for her because Dad was spending time with the kids, taking him out on these adventures. He taught me, like, the day we leave for archery elk hunt, we send flowers to Mom. And that was something we always did together, me and my dad, and we'd always come up with a poem that rhymed. And I was pretty good at them back then, not so much anymore. But it's something that stuck with me, and I remember that was always made things easier for my mom and for my dad as well, obviously. But a little tip my dad taught me when I was younger. What's up?
We are ordering flowers for our wives while we had cell service.
Oh, next level move.
Yeah, been gone for 20 some days so far, so thought it was about time.
Where did you get that idea, guys?
Came up with it on my own.
Yep.
Okay.
On our own.
Okay.
We brainstormed right here.
I like to see the action being taken.
I got her the How Sweet It Is package.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I got her Just Thinking of You package.
Oh.
I just love we're up here at 9,700 feet on a mountain, hunting elk, doing man stuff. But really, we're just ordering flowers for our wives.
Yeah, message card type love and romance.
Like it. Guys,
Right.
it'll be a game changer for you.
Yeah.
Trust me. My dad taught me this when I was a kid.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, in reality, Casey and BMAC both said, hey, what'd you do for your wives yet? And we said, we called them and talked to them. Like, did you do anything for them?
Well, I didn't know it was possible, and I'm still not sure if it's possible for delivery in my little town, but I'm working it out.
I got it dialed. Ordered, sent, ready to go to camp, ready to eat dinner.
I'm not ready.
Ready to go kill some bulls tomorrow.
I'm ready for that.
Like it.
Love it.
Trev, do they have the internet where you live?
All right, well, we made camp. We found a place out of the wind. We got a game plan for the morning. Going and chasing the bulls. Multiple. We're celebrating with
Some tenderloin from Trev's bowl.
Camp Chef Casey.
Camp Chef Casey, that's a big name. That's a lot of responsibility.
Gave him a pretty big compliment, because you know what? He's done a dynamite job of cooking stuff by the fire this whole week.
Some really good stuff.
Yeah.
Excellent table fare, considering we had limited resources with a sizzle rock and a fire. And Ty did have some seasonings that were pretty good.
And then we, so we have Camp Chef Casey, and then we got Dessert BMAC, or BMAC Dessert.
I grew up hunting, always having Oreos. They're just kind of lucky. Ty and Cody kind of threw a curveball into the program this year. Ty brought lemon Oreos, guys. I don't know how you feel about lemon Oreos. They were okay. They were better than no Oreos. And then Cody had cinnamon roll.
No.
I did.
Trevor had them.
Cinnabon.
Cinnabon Oreos.
And I brought some regulars.
I'm an original guy myself.
But double stuff, not original.
I mean, even just normals, the thins are kind of like pointless. Double stuff, though, are going to be great tonight. Huh, Code?
100%.
Honestly, I'm not really an Oreo guy. I bought them for you, and then you just didn't like them. It's very
So we
sad.
got the tailgate cutting board. Feel pretty good on the sanitary level of. Yeah. Sanitary level is probably about a -4.
It's probably better than
Dude,
my
we were
tailgate.
cutting this on a mossy log when we were in the backwoods.
Yeah, which
And
is
a
probably
tailgate's an upgrade.
No, 100% mossy logs. Maybe mossy log is less bacterial than
That is actually
this. So, guys, we are gonna have a feast tonight. We're gonna get a alarm set for 5. I only feel like it's gonna get more awesomer. It's gonna get awesome. So, thanks, guys. Have a good night. See you tomorrow.